What's going on, y'all? Welcome back to another episode of Yoshi's Island, Legend of the 7-Star Children. In the last episode, we made it to the big old Goonie right there. This episode, well, yeah, as you can see, like, this is the cave that never ends right now that we're trying to go through. And, currently, right now, we're going to try to finish this game. Although, not completely, because after we do 5-E, there's going to be 5 additional stages to do, which most likely you'll see next week or a couple of days from now, depending if I decide to release the premiere. Well, you'll see. I'm going to make a post to announce about this. Well, this premiere is just going to come out of nowhere, for sure. It's not going to come, like, it's definitely going to be a very late premiere. And we'll see if this video ages well with that one, you know? Okay, I'm just wondering what the heck I'm doing. Goodness gracious. So you should have 3 red coins at this point. As you can see there. We're going to see how much we can go over today. This is going to be a pretty long premiere, for sure. And I'll definitely have some timestamps down when it comes to, like, at least for, like, the recording session, like, for if you do decide to not watch this on Premiere, which I completely understand, because watching it on Premiere, it's kind of hard because it's not live and you're not knowing, like, what's going on. I can't really control, like, oh, like, the viewers are not here yet or whatever like that. So it's not like I can control everything that's going on because everything's pre-recorded and everything here, as you can see. What else? This is not live gameplay, unfortunately, because I have to stay focused and stay locked in. For this pretty much the rest of the entire game, which, to be honest, this game is not really fit for children. I'm gonna be honest with you. If I'm looking back at it right now, this is a very challenging game, and it is a very, like, I mean, it can be enjoyable to some degree, but if you don't know exactly what you're doing right off the get-go to, like, try to, like, 100% it completely, you're not going to have a good time. I think casually just playing it through, I think you can have fun just playing it as a kid, like just casually playing it. But when it comes to 100%ing it, it's kind of one of those games where, like, if you don't get it, like, right away, like, all the secrets, like, and that's okay. Like, every game, it's like you get all the secrets. Or, like, yeah, you gain secrets, and then, like, you go back for whatever you miss, which is fine. Like, that, I think that's completely reasonable. Like, you have to replay the entire stage to find that one secret that you missed. That's completely reasonable. But it's another thing where it's like, to put it lightly, like, you miss, like, for instance, like, let's say I miss one flower in the stage. Because I missed that one flower, I still have to go and collect all the 20 red coins and make sure I don't take any damage at all, or at least end the stage without making it look like I didn't take any damage. With all the star points and health, or star health points, or whatever, you know what I mean. Along with that missing flower that I eventually found, like that one stage in 3-4 when I missed that flower the first time. I don't think I've shown you that attempt, but there was an attempt where I did make it to, like, towards the end, and I was like, oh, I did not grab that flower from the beginning. And it was a bull crappy spot, too, because it was just, like, right underneath the ship, which, who would, like, bother to look there in the first place? Like, I couldn't see, like, anybody, like, oh, like, it's reasonable to, like, explore around and whatnot. Like, I can see that being absolutely reasonable. It's 100% reasonable. It is. It's absolutely reasonable. Make sure you're on the top path with Baby Peach. You can change babies later on, but just for right now, make sure you have, just make sure you have Baby Peach for right now, and I'll tell you. Actually, you know what? I'll tell you now, so that way you're not, as you're following along, like, you know which baby to grab. Once we get there, though, I'm not keeping no mystery or anything. Just follow along what I'm doing, and you should be fine. Yeah, just there you go. You should have at least just 20 health at this point. If you don't, then I would recommend grabbing that. So, anyways, this game is definitely one of those things where, like, there's a bunch of secrets in place for sure, but I think it definitely I think it, like, punishes you for not being perfect right off the get-go, which is annoying, in my opinion. I think this is one of those games where it's like, I don't know, like, I'm really gonna feel sorry for me ahead of time in LP number 14. And I know I'm talking about LP number 14 as if that's gonna be the next LP, but since this is literally LP number 12 that I'm doing right now, and I keep emphasizing what number LP I should be doing, I really shouldn't be doing that, because I mean, you guys can experience the LPs however you want to experience it. This is the first LP you've seen me in this channel. Good for you, I guess. I mean, I'm welcome to the channel. I'm not trying to sound condescending when I'm doing that. Oh yeah, make sure you have Baby Mario. Sorry, make sure you have Baby Mario at this point. And yeah, if you die, I mean, at least there's a checkpoint that you go to, so you're fine for the most part. Actually, no, you don't get a checkpoint. Oops, then you're gonna have to do that entire thing again if you died. Oops. Alright, well, to those that died, I'm sorry. See you back soon, I guess. And as that, whatever enemy flails his stupid egg around, just hit it. Not live gameplay, by the way. I'm just commentating as if I'm doing live gameplay. I can kind of do that. I'm kind of a good actor that way, I guess. Maybe I am actually playing. Who knows? I'm just going. Nope. Let's see. I'm gonna try to drop that. Give me back my flippin' baby. Give me back Baby Mario. Yep. Thank you. There's the next checkpoint. You want to make sure you have 30 at this point. Honestly, if you have less, like probably like 25, you should be fine. 26. But I highly recommend you have full health at this point, because if you don't, you're kind of screwed in a way. Because there's going to be way too much to focus on at this point of the level. That coin is not important to try to grab, so if you don't grab it, that's okay. There's only like a few red coins left on the stage to grab, so you're literally fine. So the bottom screen is the right-sided screen, as you can see here. Anyways, yeah, this game is definitely frustrating to like 100% for sure. Yeah, you're at 14 right now, so that's where you should be at. Now you're at 15. Counting now. That change chop. You could just run to the right and grab that if you want to, and then just jump up there and then like just time yourself to go across. And if you want, just throw your egg at those points and then jump up there. Probably a lot easier if you did that, so that way you can get yourself more leeway. I would just recommend you keep Baby Mario for right now. It's not necessary to have any other baby at this point, unless you want some bomb. Like if you want to like bomb your way through, then grab Baby DK. Make sure you're doing that chain chop rock right away and not do like that attempt. So I'm gonna just pan over and show you the attempt there, where I actually make it like literally 5 attempts later because I screwed up like 5 extra times. Every other time I just miss the chain chop rock, and then every other time I follow that arrow and I don't even grab the flower or the coin. So you should be somewhat closer in terms of like the red coins. Those 3 coins are none of them are red coins, so don't worry about those 3 coins if you're still trying to push ahead. Just worry about this other secrets, because this is like kind of like one of those stages. Like, if you want to play it again, you can play it again. But I mean, I probably would have fun just playing it just to play it. But I don't know. Yeah, but that's just how I work personally. Yeah, so you should be at 19 at this point. Okay. Watch out for the bungee piranha plant. There's a bungee piranha plant up ahead. I just want to warn you, because the game likes to freaking surprise you with stupid crap like that. And I just want to at least give you a warning and heads up, you know. So yeah, where those coins are at, there's a bungee piranha plant. Throw it as soon as possible, and you should be a-okay. And then there's a 1-up up there as well. Go ahead and hit that, and then you're at the goal. And that's why I said you should be at 30. If you're missing any health, that question mark cloud at that middle platform should help you out with anything. So that's literally the first stage. Going off quick and easy. As you can see, 10 minutes in, no problem, right? So, yeah, we're going off strong in the beginning, right? Edited footage, pretty good, you know? And we got all the Baby Mario coins, I believe. That's all the Baby Mario coins to grab, because we are about to grab all the Baby Peach coins pretty soon, maybe? Or actually, no, I think we already grabbed all the Baby Peach coins, because the next two stages are absolute... Actually, the next stage is not super bad. It's just more mazy than it is, like, challenging. It's more of like a maze. The one afterwards is the bark of the day, in a way. Kind of. I'd say that was the bark of the day when I was playing through all 5 levels. It was definitely, like, this one's more of like a maze. These are like my kind of like levels that I like playing personally in the Yoshi Island game. So this is not so bad. I mean, of course, I don't like to be consequentially like, oh, like, progress, like, you're screwed, like, I mean, it's a risk-take reward, basically. Like, I don't want to, like, die, obviously, but it's not, like, it's challenging where it's, like, you have to use your brain, basically, in the game. It's not bad, you know? I kind of like to stay sharp. Yeah, make sure you go to the left right away, and then jump down, so that way you can beat the rock that's dropping down, so that way you can get that red coin there. So you should be at 4 right now. There's 2 red coins down there, and then you go up there, and then you get an extra one, I think. Yep, there's 5 now. And there's the star points, not as per usual, sorry. That'd be stupid to say, as per usual. But yeah, I don't know. It's one of those things. Watch out below, because it's not a fun time to try to, like, die to lava. That's literally a lava pit, basically. I don't know why that's a thing where it's just, like, you land on it and it's, like, you're insta-screwed. You know, actually, now that I'm mentioning this, I'm kind of sad. They didn't add Poochie at all in this game. Where the heck is Poochie? Like, could they not implement Poochie into this game at all? Like, I'm kind of wondering, actually. Maybe they couldn't, because it is a handheld game. But at the same time, though, like, they were able to implement Poochie in GBA version of Yoshi's Island. In fact, even extra, like, 1-E's. Actually, like, you know, like 1-E, 2-E, 3-E, 4-E, you know, all those extra levels that eventually I'll play on this channel. I just haven't really, like, found a reason to. Maybe if I decide to, like, remake my LPs at some point, like, which I have no way of thinking about right, or I mean, I've thought about it, but it's not like something that's like. It's like, it's kind of out of mind right now. Like, it's not something I'm considering at all, you know? It's not something I would care about right now. I mean, considering that this is, like, most of the LPs with remakes, obviously this game doesn't really have a remake. One can argue 3DS is a remake, since it's Yoshi's New Island, but in a way, there's, like, really nothing new to portray on that one. I mean, it is a weird game, as Manny and I have mentioned. Which, by the way, no offense to Manny, but it's probably a good thing that he isn't here right now, because him and I. What do I say it now, or do I say it later? Because I kind of want to talk more about this level. No, you know what? I'll bring it up now, because I don't beat around the bush about anything. Manny's a great guy, and I hope to collaborate with him in the future. There's no ill will between me and him. And he's pursuing in his dreams right now in this YouTube channel, and I hope he releases one soon, actually, because it's about to be the end of February. But we'll see. Maybe he can maybe release some like insight on the Pokemon Direct and the Treehouse Direct that was released this week. I didn't talk about that too much this week because there's really nothing to really like that really was eye-opening for me. That was like, oh, I definitely want to check this game out. The only thing that wanted me to check, so it was reviewing Super Mario Bros. Wonder, if I'm gonna be honest with you guys. And what was it? What was it that was eye-opening? The Koopalings were the eye-opening thing because it was like, well, single-player thing. Like, well, that's more appealing to me. The rest of the game, I'll check it out like from like, I guess, a perspective of like reacting to it. If you guys want me to react to it, let me know. I'll react to it. And I'll probably like put some gameplay here and there just for my insight and like reactions and whatnot. Hopefully giving credit to the people that actually played it because they were the ones who spent $500 on a Switch in the first place and then decided to pretty much let's see, buy the extension, which is taking pretty much a lot out of their pockets. So I would rather give them the credit and the benefit of the doubt. Even though I wouldn't myself, and I would consider myself stupid if I were to buy the Switch too. But anyways, my point of being on, let's see. Now, the reason why it's a good thing that me and Manny aren't exactly talking, like, in this video specifically. Because I do want to talk, there is an issue I want to talk about. The issue is the platform that we use to communicate it. And there's a lot of controversy around it. And as someone who doesn't really care if it's like whatever controversy gets me, and it doesn't really get me in trouble, really. I'm just pointing it out. I'd like to. I'm someone who wants to expose. I'm a genuine person. I don't like compulsive people or compulsive liars either. Like if you're someone who intentionally hurts other people, you're someone who is pretty much I really dislike you in my book, basically. So, with that being said, and like, you literally could be somebody, a very nice person, but the only flaw is that you only care to know people on a surface level. And I'm going to leave it at that, because I'm not trying to say everybody who is like that is a compulsive liar, or saying that you are a jerk by any means. I'm leaving it at that, because I'm not saying bad stuff about you, specifically, if that is how you function as a human being, is I just know people on a surface level. That is fine. I know plenty of people at a surface level. Do I make the time to like try to get to know them? I try to if they try to get to know me in return. And it's not, I mean, it's a give or take, you know? I'm more of like, you know, we're not wasting each other's time. If you're just trying to gain some information out of me for no reason, or just out of no, like, really out of impulse, and you're doing it, like, for the wrong intentions, in bad faith, basically, then, yeah, you're definitely not cool in my books. And I don't know, that's just me. But, anyways, the back to the topic at hand. The platform that Manny and I use is basically we basically use Discord to communicate. As you could probably already tell by now with like my raw footage, or not really raw footage, but just like my footage in general when I was recording with back with Jay, Alex Chid, when they told me like, hey, did you know there's a mute button for the Discord thing? Like, oh, I didn't know that. So it was kind of fun. That was just lingering around. I left that in because it was like, you know what, it's sound effects I didn't care about. But once I learned about it, I was like, oh, okay, I can turn them off. Cool. Great. So the controversy around Discord basically is that a lot of pedophiles are involved, and as you know, like, pedophiles are pretty much the hot topic of this year, and pretty much towards the end of the last year, because well, certain files have been released, which, to be quite frank, in my opinion, should have been released a long time ago. But we're not going to talk about that today. We're going to talk about Discord because a lot of information is being spread around and just being like, it has to be recorded for reasons on end, like to be able to see stuff as an adult, to be able to like access adult content, or really just be able to do stuff as an adult, basically. Now, I'm not one to like, oh, like I'm gonna just look at some porn on Discord. Like, if you want to look at porn, like go ahead. I mean, I really recommend you don't. Personally, I don't think it's a good idea. But I'm not one to run your life. I'm just some guy on the internet that's playing Yoshi's Island DS at the moment, right now. But anyways, I mean, take advice from somebody who's gonna really reap benefits for your life. You know, like what I mean by that is like really gonna benefit you. That's all I can really say. Let's pan over to when I actually get the key. So anyways, well, that sucks. Hopefully I get that back. But anyways, actually, it probably wouldn't matter if I got that back or not. It's literally on the way back to one of the checkpoints, but it is what it is. What was I gonna say? Yeah, so Discord is owned by a few pedophiles. Some of the owners. I'm not saying all the owners are pedophiles. I'm saying like some are. And so with trying to get some age verifications and stuff like that, there is this extension called Nitro, and it's a paid extension to like be able to like subscribe to Discord, to be able to do extra things on Discord, to like, you know, like that's paid content basically. It's kind of like a Patreon for like certain YouTubers if you want to like access videos early or something like that. Like, hey, if you want to support this YouTuber, you can just access videos early on, and then blah blah blah, and just pay a subscription. Basically. That's all it is, and that's really all it's about. I think it's Nitro, that's what it's called. And so with Nitro, basically in Nitro, they basically make you have an age verification in certain areas and everything, and it is kind of annoying in a way to like if you're under the age of 18, but honestly, personally, if it were up to me, I'd wait till like somebody is conscientious enough about, hey, this is an adult space. We don't act like this age, or we don't act like babies. It's kind of funny. We're playing with babies right now, trying to give them a ride home. But holy crap, we're giving them a ride home. After this, we're literally like at the end of the game, we're giving them a ride home because we need the babies to go through, and it's so if we're going to rescue babies from an adult. We're rescuing babies from two adults who are pretty much kidnapping babies in a floating castle above Yoshi's Island. Does that make Bowser No, I mean, it's not like he had intentions with I mean, he just wants to take over the world. That's it. With the use of their powers. If said babies had star power, because I think we could already figure out at this point like who has said powers. But with that sense being, you have to wonder. No, like really, you have to. Like you really have to wonder there on that one. Huh. I guess wow. Hold on. I'm really like, no, I'm just processing this all now. Well, that sucks. Let's pan over to when we actually get through, hopefully. Do we get, okay. I think we're to pan to, yeah, because there's, yeah, there we go. So yeah. All right, I got everything in that area, so we're just the only task we have to do is just go up. So, anyways, yeah, that's quite a lot to handle. I mean, at least from what I know, I know Bowser and Kamek are the villains of this game, which I believe Kamek is old. The old Kamek, like we're dealing with present day Kamek in this game, while and obviously present day Bowser, while we rescue everyone from during the past because they found a way to time travel. Which, to be honest, at least they're. Look, I don't care if I'm getting controversial here. Like straight up, at least they're not pedophiles. From what, to the best of my knowledge, they're only kidnapping them because they want star power. So we'll put it on. We'll leave it on that note because at least they're not pedos. So the thing with, but anyways, the thing with like but I guess to like get back on track here. Is that the problem with the internet, in my opinion, is that like there are a lot of spaces for adults to like speak their minds, speak their piece, speak a lot of things into the open, and so children are going to be exposed to that, obviously, if they were to have access to a phone, tablet, iPad, whatever is an electronic. If it lights up and can access the internet, the children are going to see it. Alright, and that's failure number 2. Let's try to pan over to... Oh, wow, I failed like 4 more times after that. Wow, that sucks. Okay, well, that's cool. Anyways, yeah, make sure you get those 2 red coins right there, because those are important. The other ones are not so important. I don't know why I tried to attempt to try to grab them too. I guess I was really skeptical at this point, but I wanted to make sure. You know, you can never be too safe. Well, that's, yeah. I honestly would just get Baby Mario if you really are skeptical. But, besides the point here, yeah. So like, I mean, obviously, there's probably going to be teenagers watching this video. There's going to be probably kids watching this video. Which, I'm going to be honest, like, yeah, hello, kids. This is not a video for you. I'm not kicking you out by any means, but this is a place where a lot of serious adult content, no, not porn, but serious topics are being discussed here, and it is something important to, I guess for me, like, I'm not really gonna guardrail my channel for you guys, even though this does look appealing to children. Yes, whatever. This is more of a guide, if anything, than it is for, I mean, yeah, it could be entertaining, I guess, too. But, like, I mean, if you really want to see something entertaining, go watch a non-commentary video. I feel like that's more appealing for you than to watch me play, because I'm not gonna be like, can you beat Yoshi's Island without taking damage at all? Like, I'm not gonna do that the entire time. That's exhausting. You can see my Chuck Quizmo video and you can see how exhausting that was. I'm completely drained out, and it is very tiring. In fact, I don't know how anybody can do that 24/7. I know a lot of high energy spirited people, for sure, in my lifetime. I am probably in the middle. I like to say I'm in the middle because there are times where I am full of energy, and then there's other times where I just want to chill. I just want to be like, yo, what's up? What's good? And then just that's me 90% of the time, because I'm just so used to being super chill because I already know how to release my energy. So, you know, like, I just found my way of releasing the energy. Careful up there, because watch the top screen, because those skeleton goonies are not gonna be very. They're not very graceful. Let's just put it that way. What I will give you advice on is go up far enough, jump on one of the Goonies that's right there, and then you can land there. And then there you go. There's the baby DK coin, which you didn't grab all of them yet, because there is one more. So nobody's surprised. There is one more. And yeah, you got all. There's everything, and that's the entirety of this level. And yeah, that's pretty much it for that. What was I gonna say? Oh, well, let's put it this way. Like, this is where the video gets extremely long, in my opinion, because, well, actually, I don't know. Does this? I mean, super hard acrobatics. This stage. This flippin' stage. This flippin' stage. Have I got a story? This, you wanna know how long this stage took me for me to 100% complete without having trouble, you know, at least too much trouble where it's like an eyesore, basically, where it's like gonna send some normal people to question, like, hey, is this guy, like, did this guy escape the asylum? Like, this is one of those levels where it can get you to that point, because the checkpoints are far apart, which I get why, but the challenges are like, this is like special level hard. And usually special level hard does not give you like health all willy-nilly, which I can understand why. But take away the health, and that's health. Take away the health, and you got yourself a 5-. This would technically be your true 5-S in a way, which I can't wait to see what 5-S looks like. Actually, do I want to say that? Actually, never mind. I'm gonna not jinx myself because I have to play that on the day of the premiere, so that way I can have it recorded in time for you guys. Hopefully by Wednesday or maybe Sunday if I can make up for it. If I end up releasing this late, let's just hope I don't have to release this late, so that way I don't have to make a promise like that. I'm not making promises. I'm just saying, like, I just want to keep production good. Hopefully this is still good quality enough, as this was a bit rushed too, and I'm not just bullcrapping my way through this video. Like, I'm not, like, because I generally do have stuff to talk about. I just, literally, this level was an eyesore in a way. This took me 3 hours to complete. This level alone. You want to know where that gameplay footage went? Don't worry about it. Just don't even flipping worry about it, alright? Consider this the last attempt of all attempts to go through this entire level, because there was a particular red coin that well, actually, I'll mention it once we get there. But just, if you're someone who doesn't want to risk doing that entire segment again, and would rather just take the checkpoint and then do all of this acrobatic stuff, like, prior to the next stage, or at least the next screen. And this is what I mean by checkpoints not being too generous. It is kind of annoying in a way. But yeah, and this is like a way to utilize your 2 screens. Which, by the way, make sure you, like, yeah, if you're just beginning the stage now, make sure you utilize your 2 screens. Utilize them well, because if you do not utilize them well, you are gonna have a bad time with the red coins. A really bad time, 100% in this, and getting all the red coins. It is a freakishly annoying stage like that. So yeah, when I completed it, I was like, oh man. So yeah, this stage took me 3 hours to do. The other 2 stages took me about 40 minutes to do, which is kind of ironic because we are literally just half an hour into this video now. Yeah, if you're keeping track. But yeah, I guess back to the topic at hand, because I don't want to just like keep dismissing it. Because I'm not dismissing it. There's a lot I have to say in this topic with like the whole pedophilia thing and like having to age restrict things just so we can age verify like accounts and everything like that. Look, Discord is more of a place for teenagers to use, so I can understand, and I mean that full-heartedly. Like, I think that is a platform where like if at the youngest you're probably a teenager using it. You're probably like 15, 16, 17, 18 probably using this platform. So I get it. It's like a place for a lot of gamers to hang out, because technically that's where a lot of teenagers exploit themselves to be gamers, and to like that's literally what they want to worry about. And that's prior to like getting a job at the age of 16, because like when they're 14 or 15, like I mean there's a few teens out there that are like 14 or 15 and they're like, yeah, let's go get a job, you know, like I'm willing to work weekends, I don't care. Good for you, absolutely good for you. I kind of wish I had that mindset when I was that age, actually, but oh well, here I am. Anyways, not the points. The point is, teens like to, they want to make themselves cool. They want to have a place where they can kind of, at least this is from my experience of being a teenager, and correct me if I'm wrong. If you're a teenager watching this video, correct me if I'm wrong, okay? But generally, I think teenagers just want to be, they just want a place to belong. They want a place where they can socialize, be free, figure out who they are, but also have that side of themselves saying like, I got everything figured out, it's just school again, I just have to go through this, and then adulthood, here I come, everything's gonna be easy peasy. Then you become an adult and then realize, oh shoot, no, you're still a baby, dude. You're still a baby. I'm still a baby talking about this, alright? Just so you know, this is a baby talking to you, okay? Topic at hand with the game. But anyways, like, you have a whole life ahead of you, okay? Just don't, I mean, I can't tell you how to think. I mean, you can have the logic all you want. That's fine. You have the leadership quality to do so. That's stupid. I did not even see that up there. That's how annoying this stage is. Like, they will just do stuff like that to you. They will have a party like that. Alright. I don't want to be at 18 health. I'm gonna go ahead and make some red eggs, because I'm not gonna make you see all that. Dang, that stork just left her like just like that. Yo, okay then. Now that's crazy. That's actually crazy. Sure. Yeah, let me just go ahead and make those red eggs, and I think I'm gonna transition right now and probably ready, set, and aim. Here we go. Do I get the red eggs? There we go. Much better. There you go. Now we're back. There you go. I was just wondering if there was going to be a jump cut at some point, because I'm pretty sure I did make a jump cut prior to this. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, we did make a jump cut. Yeah. Anyways. Yeah, reacting 2 seconds late, buddy. Alright, anyways. Teenagers. Yes. Very, very interesting group of individuals. At least in my opinion, at least. I think they're just... Personally, I think they're just trying to find a way out. They're trying to figure things out right away. I get that, absolutely, because a lot of people in higher power tend to abuse the fact that they kind of have most of things figured out and they don't share that info with others. And we're in a society where hey, let's share that info, buddy. Like, hey, how do we fulfill to help more and more people? You know? And I get it, and it's just, I mean, I think my buddy told me this the other day, like, oh, why don't you tell us more? And it makes sense, but it also is just kind of like, you guys are just selfish like that, like, really, you really are. You kind of just are kind of scumbags for this. If we know too much, then we just find a way to overtake you with power, and just, that's it, you're dead. Which, I personally would not see that happen. I'm gonna be honest, like, I feel like humanity would fall completely if the oldest person alive is a 20-year-old. I think humanity would fall, actually. Like, we need people of all ages for reasons. You know, like, we have 20-year-olds that have the body strength of a 20-year-old to be able to, you know, have the stamina to work for probably, like, 8 hours at a time, physical work, whatever work it is. They're able to work long periods amount of time versus, well, let's just be honest. I think at the age of 30 and 40, you can still do this, but the problem is, you 40-year-olds out there, at the age of 20, decided you guys are invincible, hence why now you're 40, oh, my hip, oh, my back, oh, yeah, no, let them work hard, we deserve the break. Like, yeah, you just deserve the break, but you deserve to also kind of, like, help us out a little bit too, and not just have us struggle. Like, I don't know, that's just, I don't know, maybe I'll talk about that later on. But the point being in this conversation is that there are spaces for certain people, and there's reasons for that, and, you know, it's just for a lot of people to relate, like, of all ages, in a way. So when social media involved with these topics of Discord, and just, like, Discord literally just, I'm gonna be honest, like, when I heard that Discord pretty much was starting to crash, I was like, oh, flip, how am I gonna communicate with Manny? And the reason why Discord was crashing is because a lot of people were unsubscribing from Nitro because they don't want to support, well, people who are potential, yeah. So, yeah, potential pedophiles. Like, I'm just gonna straight up say it at this point. I don't really care. I don't really care who watches this. But the thing is like, when you, yeah, and I can understand that point of view. Like, I don't want to support that either. So I'm gonna find another platform where I can probably communicate to my friend. Probably find a way to communicate to my friend one last time before I maybe possibly delete Discord completely, or at least, like, not use it until Discord changes their ways. This is gonna last a while. Let me just go ahead and pause that, and let me go ahead and edit this. This is gonna last a while. I'm gonna just save you the trouble here. Don't ignore all that. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep both sides like that. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. And we're going to just go ahead and go over here to this point of the video. Yep. We are still moving forward strong and good. And there we go. I just saved you guys 10 minutes in a spot. You're welcome. So, yeah, if you want to see that raw footage, let me know. I'll release it at some point. I don't know. I guess I'll release it as a short. Struggles in that stage. I'm telling you. It took... The amount of time it took for me to, like, have the effort to get back up onto that platform with said power from Princess Peach, I probably could have done that segment probably like 2 more times with a couple deaths here and there. You know, it would have looked like. And yeah, that was the last baby coin of that game, of this game. That's all the baby coins. You have officially collected all of them. So, with that being said, back to the topic, because I keep jumping off a topic. But with Night, and this was like a bunch, like probably like a lot of, oh wait. Yeah, this part, yeah, watch out for Bungee Piranha Plants. They're right there. Bungee Piranha Plants again. There's 2 of them. Make sure you have like at least 2 eggs so you can defend yourself. And then, yeah, that. It gets me every time. I don't know. That part of the video always gets me every time. Even if I edit it, I edited this video, okay? And I watched the footage 10 times now, probably at this point, just to make sure that I have the right footage to like move the progression forward at the least amount of time possible. Also, I don't know how this makes sense, because literally we got a super baby over here barefootedly like running across spikes. Meanwhile, Yoshi, who has shoes, touch the spikes and you're dead. Like, how does that make any sense? Like, I don't see how that makes any sense at all but then again, like, this game sometimes just doesn't make sense in general. But I don't know. Like, I mean, it's a game. It's a video game, right? You know? So, I mean, as we go through this area once again, I mean, like, this is like the red coin, but where it was just like, yeah, this costed me like 2 hours of my life, and I'm never gonna get back, which is unfortunate. And yeah, I don't know. So yeah, but like Super Baby, here we go, and yeah. So we get to this area. Pay attention right here. Pay attention right here. Pan the screen over to the right. You see that Shy Guy with the red? Yes. Okay. He's right there, okay? And sorry, baby Wario. That was the red coin I missed. That was the red coin I absolutely missed towards the end of the level. That was like the extra like 2 hours of me looking for that red coin went. Because I had to actually look up a guide of what I was supposed to do at that point. And it's like, okay then. That was fun. Also, that enemy stinks. I want to go find it, and yes, there you go. Get in my belly. There you go. So, anyways, back to reality, I guess. Super Baby here, and then yeah. With like, yeah. So with the whole controversy with Discord and everything, it's just like this is like literally power in numbers, basically. Because it caused the server to pretty much crash, where pretty much on social media, they decided like, to like on Twitter, X, wherever, they're like, oh, I'm so sorry that this has happened. Let me clarify what we're trying to do here. When, you're clearly just compulsively lying to us about the situation here. Because I can see through the lie. Kind of. Although I probably wouldn't be able to tell on the other side of the screen, but I could kind of tell. If I know the person well enough and see like what they're texting, I can kind of see their... It's kind of weird. You have to get to know the person in order to... See, you see what I mean? I touch spikes, and I have shoes on, but no, I'm dead. Makes sense completely. Complete sense. Anyways, let's just pan on over to when we... Yeah, there we go. So, yeah, the problem with, the problem with this is, like, and it's, like, the power in numbers on, like, how hungry we are with, like, yeah, this is our freedom, this is our information, we do not want to just... We don't want just anybody having said information here. And like, yeah, that makes completely sense. It really does. I think it logically makes a lot of sense. But my problem now, at least my problem with this is like, why can't we be this way with a lot of other things? Like, I think Fritz said it himself. Like, if we were like this with everything else, like all the other platforms, every other company on this freaking earth, I think there's a lot more damage we can do. With enough people, a lot of damage can be done. I'm not joking you. I think if we fight against Well, I mean, I saw it the other day, and I unfortunately, humanity is going to go this way if we just continue to let this happen. Because people in higher power are like, kind of like pushing for this. But you know how people are just so annoyed with ads, commercials, and whatnot, and everything like that. Like, we all are annoyed with ads. We all don't like them. I can see why. I know why. Ads are flippin' annoying. In fact, even especially when they're targeted to you, and you hate that specific ad, it can drive you insane. It's kind of like that, what's that movie called? Where a person is put in a box, basically, and then there's, like, people in higher power that pay this person to do whatever, and then in reward, like, they get tokens to, like, then buy prizes, which could be food, clothes, or, yeah, actually clothing. Because I think they start off in their underwear, which is kind of sad. I forgot what the movie's called. It's actually really flipped up if you think about it. Because I think humanity... I hope humanity doesn't go extremely, like, that way in the next 20 years. I really hope not. Because that would be extremely sad. Like, I do not want to be put in a box and then, like... if you want stuff, if you want to survive, you want to live longer, you're going to have to sell your dignity. Which a lot of people are willingly able to, like, just willingly doing that nowadays, which is sad. Really, no, it really is sad. There are a lot of people out there that are willing to sell their dignity just to make an extra buck, which is, in my opinion, like, really bad. I think it just sells a lot of disrespect for yourself. Sells a lot of, like, you're pretty much selling your soul. That's just the bottom line, in a way. Because let's say you do this thing that's like, oh, it's temporary. Like, don't worry, I'm not gonna do this forever. Yeah, but 10 years from now, somebody named Timmy is picking on your son or picking on your daughter. Like, oh yeah, didn't your mom do this one thing? Like, oh yeah, now your kid's scarred for life. Because you did this one stupid thing when you're 21 years old, 22 years old, and your kid in middle school is like, oh, wait, I know her. She was in that. I'm like, how the flip do you know this? Because kids have access to that stuff. And that's why I'm here to advocate on this. Like, there's this age restricting thing. I think it's just really more on, like, I think parents just need to do better on, like, I personally think. I don't think it's all on the parents. I think it's more on, like, what they're exposed to. I just think, like, with simple monitoring, like, just simple, like, parenting skills, common sense, common logic, like, hey, maybe don't put the 3-year-olds play in their iPads, tablets. Instead, maybe have them go outside and socialize. If you do want a break or two, find a babysitter. Find where's your spouse at? Have them watch them for an hour while you go take your coffee break or do whatever you gotta do to detox yourself from really just, I don't know, insanity. Because I get it. You know, you're a parent. You're dealing with marriage, and then you're like, flip. Honestly, and with marriage too, I think, I mean, not a lot of people listen to me on this, but I think communication is hugely the key. You can't expect your spouse to read your mind. If you expect that, then your marriage is pretty much like 90% more inclined to fail, basically. And I mean that completely, because I've seen it for marriages myself. A lot of marriages. There's good marriages I've seen, and there's bad marriages I've seen. And usually the bad ones don't last too long. But that's another conversation for another day. But and again, take it with a grain of salt. Just, you know, all it takes is some communication. Like, hey, I don't like when you do this. Can we, like, work through this? Can we talk about this? That's it. And then, you know, move on from there and then just, you know, deal with it. There's your last red coin. This stage was a bark and a half. It's a bark and a half. You can defilter that however you want to. I don't care. I filter myself for reasons, okay? But yeah, this stage sucks, okay? I never want to play this specific stage again. This stage is a stage... This is an example of a stage that will have anybody who's in level 4 of hell basically play for torture. That's there you go. Over and over again. Like, you're not gonna rest until you complete this level 10 times, 100% in it. That's there you go. It's that level of torture. So anyways, enough ranting about that, because that's kind of demonic in a way. So let's move away from that. But there's spaces for adults. There's spaces for yeah. I think I've already ranted on that one. But when you for the teens out there like that are like having Discord, I can see why there is like an age like like an age verification there. Like, hey, are you at least 16 or something like, or at least 18? I can see kind of why, but I think the only thing that should be shared is your year of birth. Date of birth, year of birth. I don't think anything else has to be shown. You don't need to show your entire ID. You just need to like just share your date of birth. That's it. I think that's fair, because it's like, I mean, and I get it. There's liars out there that like, well, I'm 16 and I want to be treated like an adult. Like, calm down, Timmy. You'll get your chance in 2 years, and then and then in 5 years from then, you're gonna wish you were a kid again. So yeah, so this part of the stage is, yep, okay, yep, there you go. Just take it slow. Get the flip out of there. Yeah, get the flip out of there now. Get out. Alright, there we go. Oh boy. Yeah, I deserve that. That is a bonus. That is a bonus. That is a bonus challenge I deserve. Thank you. So, slot machine unlocked. Got all the baby coins completely. So now we can do the... What are we doing here? Oh, it's a slots. Well, that's not gonna matter to me. But it would have been cool if I got all 3 eggs, because that would have been absolutely excellent. Okay, I get it. The joke was in front. Alright, whatever. Moving along with this stage now. I think I'm gonna stop myself, I believe, at some point. I don't know if I am, but for the record being, it's kind of one of those things where I don't know. It's just kind of, shoot. What do we do here? We're finally here at Bowser's Castle at last. So I think I went away for a minute, actually. I guess I could keep talking, but at the same time, I kind of don't. Because I mean, I could talk more about this topic, sure. Because I do want to talk about this stage specifically, too. But, like, I guess to close the topic off, yeah, to close the topic off...
Alright, I need you to be quiet, alright? Sorry. I'm taking over for right now.
Do you hear that?
No, 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 no. Give it to me. It's mine. Give it back. Never. Huh? What are you doing here anyway? I know what you're thinking, but you can't have the castle's treasure. It's mine when I grow up. What's that? You don't care about the treasure? Oh, okay, fine then. You wanna go in? Okay, sure, whatever. I'll go with you. But hands off my stuff, got it? Follow me! Baby Bowser and Baby Wario meet again at the entrance to the castle. And off go the 2 tiny tyrants. This must be the last castle. One can only imagine what awaits the team.
I think we're good. Yeah, I think we're good now. Alright, well, back to... I guess we can close the topic off. To close the topic off... oh, yeah. To close the topic off, we have... what is it? Yeah, just power in numbers. Like with if people were more hungry. Oh yeah, I wanted to extend on that. If people were more hungry with like how things work with like, hey, if we fight against it, cause like with ads, yeah, I was gonna extend on that. That's what I was gonna do. I'm sorry, guys. So extending on that, yeah. So you should have 6 red coins at this point, 1 flower, because it's up at the right side of the corner. So there's that. So yeah, try not to die. Yeah, if you crash, I'll show. I guess I could show you what happens if you crash into a meteor, although not right away because I'm pretty sure you're gonna see it in this attempt. But yeah. Anyways, yeah, you can this can extend to ads because people can get annoyed by ads. I think a lot of people get annoyed by ads. YouTube and like Twitch, like there's like you see ads every day. I mean, how often do you see an advertisement like 50 times a day? Shoot, I was like taking this like there's this course I was taking, and the other day I saw like in this video because I in my spare time I was like, so what was the yeah, there you go. So yeah, if you crash into one of the meteors, that's an instant death basically. So with 1 extra star health after this attempt, I make it back flawlessly, and then just there you go. So yeah, if you hit return again, you return back to the beginning of the castle, and you have to try it the entire time again. But yeah, basically this stage is kind of weird. But yeah, anyways, I want to keep talking about this. But yeah, people can get annoyed by ads. It's like, yeah, there was somebody that said that they've seen 500 plus ads in one, like 500? How long have you been on your device, dude? I can't even be on my device that long. Like, I'm on my device for like 2, maybe 3 hours. I gotta do something else, man. I can have you probably like play in the background while I do something else, but I'm sorry, I can't do it. I'm sorry. I can't do it. And maybe it's easier for younger people to do it, or older, I don't know. I mean, you're not safe. Whatever age you are, you're not safe. If you can easily get distracted or want to have entertainment at the tip of your fingers or at your hands, or best fits for you, well, to be honest, like, yeah, I can see why you would see 500 plus ads a day. Wait, 500 ads a day. And a lot of the times, 5% of the time, people are going to, like, hey, let's buy this product, or hey, let's go through with like seeing more on what this product is, and then eventually buying the product. So that's where it comes down to. You should have 9 red coins going into this area, and then now, well, it's gonna be hard to put a timestamp, but I'll put the timestamps after. Yeah, you know what? That's what I'm gonna do. I'll put the timestamps after the premiere is done, because this stage is a very interesting stage, in my opinion. This is one of those choose your path. In my opinion, I think there is 2 possible cannon routes. 2 possible canonical routes. I think there's only one, in my opinion, honestly, I would say. So you see baby Bowser right here, right? And I'm just like, I'm like, I have him right here, right? No touching any of my stuff, okay? We're going in here. So you see here, that's Baby Bowser's path, because with the icicles. You can see that's Wario's path. Or you can see magnets. You can see a chain right there. You can see the flower right there, and you can see Mario's invisible block. These all indicate a path for each baby. So, from youngest to oldest, in my opinion, I think canonically how the babies are in age, Baby Peach being the youngest, I think in my opinion. I think Baby Peach is the youngest. So, we're going from youngest to oldest from who we have. And then we're gonna do each of these together. And don't worry, these are not an hour long of, oh, did I fail? Like, yeah, I mean, there's failed attempts, but I do pan over to when I actually just like, okay, I died in this area. Okay, here's when I'm back in this area again, and then we continue from there and just flawlessly get through. This area was very intimidating for me at first. But as soon as I got through to the challenge, it didn't seem that hard. But to close the topic, actually we're not closing the topic off quite yet, because right now I'm talking about the stage. So yeah, don't do what I'm about to do right now. I would instead, you can see what I'm trying to do, right? You can see what I'm trying to do. Yep. So you can see what I'm doing here, right? I'm just like, I have the B button on speed dial easily. The A button is like weak at this point. Once I learned that like you don't have to hold the white button to run, like that things were a lot easier, more easier. Yeah. So there's that to look at. Yeah, finally, there we go. So there's Patooey right there, and yeah, why do I say Baby Peach is the youngest? Well, it's all from this little game that I like to call Partners in Time. An LP I'll probably do in the near future. Not near future. Well, I guess not near future, but sometime in the future I'll be doing so. Yeah. Why is Baby Peach the youngest? Well, it kind of shows how and why. You see, Baby Peach in Partners in Time had to be kind of coddled around. Yeah, probably as a 3-year-old, she probably could have been coddled as well, sure. But there were games where she was a playable character and she was able to like walk around easily, run around easily as a tyke. And so as a toddler baby, who still looked like a baby, just larger, well, to be 100% with you, in terms of what's canon or not in the Mario universe, in my opinion, well, the thing is that, so yeah, you just hit those two, question mark blocks, those platforms would have been, like, easy to just land on and then you just move on from there. So, sorry to waste your guys' time, but I did want to, like, at least extend some time to, like, talk about Baby Peach. But yeah, Baby Peach, coddled and everything, having to rely on Baby Mario and Baby Luigi to save the day. Well, those guys were able to walk just fine. Baby Peach is like one of those babies like still crawling in a way. So you have to wonder, well, I mean, babies learn to walk at different times, right? Yeah, they do. But I would also believe, if statistics are correct, if I quickly can just look it up. Maybe I will just look it up, actually, because I can literally just look it up on my computer. Yeah. If you have, by the end of each area, you should have 4 flowers and 17 red coins. Exactly. No more, no less. Which gender baby is more inclined to walk to learn their first steps? Which gender baby is more inclined to learn their first steps? No gender difference. So 9 months. Huh. It shows that some studies, boys are more. Okay, that makes sense. Okay. Well, I guess that kind of checks out a couple theories then. But yeah, Baby Peach not able to like. Okay, here's a theory. Baby girls are more inclined to learn their first word sooner than baby boys. Most studies will show. Baby Peach did not say a single word, at least in voice description, and this is literally all on a cartoon. I know, sorry, but this is all on a cartoon, and I get it. Okay, I am so sorry about the baby footage there. I could not control that. That just happened on its own. Careful right there. Just make sure you don't do a full flutter jump. So now the next baby is Baby Mario. Why is Baby Mario the second youngest? Well, technically Baby Luigi would be the second youngest, but we don't have Baby Luigi with us, do we? No, we don't. So, Baby Mario being probably like the middle child in a way out of all of them. Him being run, flee. This is the tap area. We'll see more red nose tap. In fact, you can actually cheese this. I am not kidding you. You can actually cheese this. Just wait here for like 2 seconds. Make sure you have at least 20 health when you leave the area. And then, yeah, I don't know how anybody expects me to just be able to just like run all willy-nilly throughout the stage with these Gusties just flying about. Because like, I'm just like, alright, let's run. And then I'm just like, alright, let's run. Keep going and running. Nah, I'm taking my time, dude. Look at that. How are you expecting me to dodge that while going fast? I can't do that. Unless there was an attack where I could just head on, just like speed boost into that and then just move on. Yeah, you're technically not supposed to be doing that. But that was the challenge and I just cheesed my way around it. So there you go. 17 red coins and 4 flowers. Right there. In plain sight. Next up in line is Baby Wario. Being the 3rd oldest. Why? Well, Baby Wario looks more rugged. He was actually speaking in this game, so, as you saw in the description there, and he was arguing with Baby Bowser, and by the way, the age difference is not like by much. It's more like by a few months, if I would say. Maybe a few days, even. Maybe a few weeks. Few weeks, months, maybe. I would say the hugest age gap I would say would be, well, the oldest baby would probably have a 3-year difference from the youngest baby. In my opinion, I think. which would make a lot of sense and make a lot of it would cry out to be it would question a lot of things actually. So yeah, I think this one, Baby Wario's, I enjoyed this one the most. Yeah, this one was the most enjoyable in my opinion. And, yeah. It just really required you to use your brain a little bit to, like, kind of cheat the system. It kind of requires you to cheat the system in this game. It kind of... I actually wish there was more stages implementing to do this, but I can understand. Storytelling, Baby Wario just simply wants to go away. Which, by the way, like, literally, shout-outs to Baby Peach and Baby DK for being the OGs to sticking around. In fact, actually, thank you, Baby DK, for sticking around, actually. You were an OG for that one, actually. Baby DK is probably the only OG in this clan. Baby Peach had to come with us. Baby Mario was part of the adventure for a reason. And, yeah, yeah. The more useful the babies, like, that's... I'm not saying that any of them are less useful, but it's just like with grains of salt on like how useful they are with like egg throwing. Let's be honest here. It's like you can't even make red eggs with Donkey Kong or Baby Peach, because Baby Peach just has a weaker throw, I guess, or something like that, where it's just like you have one of those throws where it just doesn't bounce off the wall. You have Baby Peach for that. So yeah, going up there is kind of required if you're gonna like 100% complete it. So now for the fun parts. Now you just go to the edge, and then there you go. Problem solved. And there you go, and you're through. Now for the last area. We're at 15 red coins now. So now this is not even that hard, actually. All you have to do is just move that magnet down, and then just make sure you grab that platform to come down. So, otherwise you would have been kind of screwed. So I think that platform should have been adjusted a little bit. In fact, it should have been like that other platform where it would have like super rocketed you to the sky and go whee. But it doesn't, unfortunately. Kind of made me want to like, there you go. Now we can blast off. So yeah, now to kind of play the system now, right? Sorry that this part of the video lasted a bit too long there. Oh wow, okay. That was quite a video. So yeah, you just want to make sure the magnet lands on said the switch lands on the magnet, because you can see why. So you can see where we're going with here, right? You're gonna want the switch to be on that magnet, so that way you can continue to just flawlessly just... Alright, we go up the stage. We have all 17 red coins, and I think we have all 4 of the flowers too. There's no more coins after this one. Oh, we need that other flower. Right. So yeah, doing this is gonna be a lot harder. So I recommend you just play the system. It is possible to like kind of like do it like in an honest manner, but let's be honest, we all want to cheat it the system just a little bit with this one, right? Come on. I mean, if we all just work together, and yes, we're going back to this topic now because I have nothing else to say about Baby Wario. But to go back onto the topic at hand now, if we all just like powered ourselves together to like protest against ads on companies, or like for companies to be able to use ads, to like have unskippable ads lasting more than 15 seconds and having them last like 45 seconds. I think we could do so much to, I think we could do so much to improve ourselves and like being able to satisfy us and kind of favor us in a way and not favor the company. Because I'm gonna be honest, I am not for favoring. I'm not for favoring the company. I'm not. I'm straight up, I'm just not. That concludes this stage for Wario. So, next up in line, second oldest baby child, is baby DK. Why baby DK is second oldest? Well, his maturity level is just like, I don't know. For an ape that is a baby, I wouldn't exactly see him to be the most like, oh, like let's just be reasonable and just help this dinosaur here. Which, probably just likes Yoshi, and that's probably what happened there. And that could be the possibility here. But the thing with, oh yeah, this one was probably, I'd say this one is like the most challenging one. The Baby Mario stage took me 4 attempts. Baby Peaches took me 5 or 6 attempts. Yeah, 5 or 6 attempts. Baby Wario's took me like 3 because I had to learn how to cheat the system. That was it. Yeah, I missed those coins right there. Whoops. Yeah, we need to swing back. We need to swing back. We need to swing back to get those coins. Yup, we need to get those coins. Yep, here we go. So, you're probably wondering, how do I get that flower up there? We'll get to that in a second. Don't worry. We will get to that in a second. Don't worry. I haven't left that part out. Oh shoot. Nope. No, we still have 15 red coins. I think those other 2 coins don't matter actually, because if you have 15 red coins at this point, I think you should be fine. But I just wanted to double ensure that. I want to ensure that we got that in order. You know what I mean? I don't want to like just, just say like, oh yeah, this is fine. Don't worry about it. So yeah, look at that. Like, just baby DK is just like, okay, cool. We are swinging back and forth. So you can see how I'm just like intentionally stopping I'm stopping this rope from like progressing. Yeah, look at that. Yep, that's how I got it. That's how I got the flower. You could just throw the egg up and then just be done with it if you really wanted to be quicker with this stage, but I just chose to go the careful route because I thought that was more hilarious for me to do. So I just liked how that was just the animation. Like, alright, let's just slide on up the rope, grab the flower, and then we're back. Make sure you have your egg ready. Yeah, make sure you have it ready right there, and then just have it locked. And then wait, and then go. Cool. You have it. There's your 4th flower. You have 17 red coins at this point. Hold up for a second, then go down. Hold up again. Really hold up. Really hold up. And you're at the end of the stage. There you go. So now to the oldest baby in the 6 babies that we have here. Well, really the 5 babies that we have here. Baby Bowser. Well, he has, for some reason, has been able to speak coherent sentences. like, really, like, speak coherent sentences. He's breaking the fourth wall. There's not really much else to say about Baby Bowser. And why is this the canonical route for me? Oh yeah, this is the canonical route for me, by the way. Why is this canonical? Because, I mean, it's Baby Bowser's castle. He says, I'm going with you. I think it makes a lot of sense for him to just, you know, be on screen a bit more. Given the fact of these Gusties being annoying here. Just being here. Just to guard these frickin'... Yeah, that is extremely annoying. Like, I don't like these Gusties at all. These Gusties can rot. For all here. So yeah, I don't know, like, what I did there. Do I... Yeah. So, this stage... You're not gonna believe how many attempts this stage took me to do. Because Baby DK's took me, like, probably, like, 5... No, actually, no. It took me 8 to 9 attempts. Yeah, I know. It's 8 to 9 attempts. So you're only seeing like the last attempts and where they were successful attempts, obviously. So kind of like one take Timmy's. If you guys don't believe me, then oh well. I guess I can whatever. This one only took me 1 attempt. I'm not kidding. This only took me 1 attempt. That's not a joke. I'm not exaggerating. This is literally my first try. As you can see. I'm just kind of like, alright, here we go. You can probably tell the way of how I'm gameplaying it, because it's like, yeah, I would know what I'm doing with intention. Like, you can see how carefully I'm just going up the... Yeah, you can see how carefully I'm going up the ladder and everything, right? So I'm just trying to get every single one there, and harder than it looks, really it is. I personally wish I had eggs to kind of like just throw it up there. Sorry for yawning, by the way. I mean, it's not even late, but you know, it's just one of those days here. Huh. There goes Baby Bowser. He's like crying because it's like, oh, I just got hit. Wah, wah. 12 red coins at this point. If you don't have it, probably go back. In fact, if you do go back, it's not an instant death. You'll probably see how that plays out, actually, and how I think this actually should prove how this is the first attempt, because there was a huge flaw that I had in this one, a very huge flaw. That honestly, I'm surprised I didn't hit any of the spikes. Yeah. So me trying to save it, literally. I'm just like, what do I do at this point? So yeah, there you go. It's just like magically back down there. Great, ain't it? Great how technology works with that one. Really, it is. Really. So yeah, back to the topic at hand. And yeah, Baby Bowser is just like straight up just is more developed. Like he seems to be someone who's already like a toddler, basically. He's like probably like 3 years old at this point, I think. I would think so, at least. I would think he's like maybe 2 years old at this point. Maybe 2 years old. I could see it. But like, yeah. Pushing 3. He's pushing 3. Yeah, he's pushing 3 years old. I make that sound like he's like an old geezer here. Like he's not. I mean, he literally called his future self. He literally called himself from the future an old geezer. Make sure you hit that shell to the right. Then go to the right, and then you'll hit that flower right there. That's the fourth flower. This here, just go up little by little, and then just eliminate all the secrets, like little by little. trying to figure out what I was talking about. Oh yeah. So if there's enough people that can like retaliate on just like, hey, let's not have so many ads. Like, I get how yes, companies need to make money, whatever, blah blah blah. I don't care about the company. They make so much money as it is. I think if we have the ability to skip ads if we want to, because we're literally reaching a point where it's like, oh, we can't walk away while the ad is playing. Like, we have to physically watch the ad now. I'm sorry, why? I don't want to physically watch the ad. Cause like, I mean, I get it. There's a, like, the percentage chance of a person like buying said product if they're not watching the ad or paying attention to the ad. Yeah. Well, they're not gonna buy the product, right? Makes sense. Okay, well, too bad. I mean, you spent your money to have this ad sent out. Like, I don't care. Really, I don't really care. That's not my fault. So what? And this is coming from someone who doesn't fall victim to that too easily. I really don't. Good lord. He cries really loud. Alright, well, yeah. Like, okay, I don't watch the ad. Okay, big whoop. Sorry, cry and grow up hair. Welcome to adulthood. Actually, shouldn't you be welcoming us into adulthood if you've been part of making ads for like years on end? You should know it by now. Like, some people just don't want to pay attention to ads. So, yeah, I don't know what to really say. Yeah. No, like, really, like, I don't really know what else to say. So now, for the last 3 red coins, that's coin number 17, or no, sorry, 18, that's 19, and that's 20. Okay, coin number 18, coin number 20, or 19 and 20. Alright, that's gonna, I wonder if that's gonna age well. Great, alright. Well, I can keep continuously trying to get that, or I can just grab the egg and then just get Baby Mario, because, I mean, thanks for leading the way, Baby Bowser. Now, I'll see you at the other side of this door now. Yeah, I'll see you at the other side of this door. So now, there we go. There you go. And if you're like, if you have like 28s, like you're just that bad at the game, well, that question mark block would have given you star point health, and then there is an extra place to look for that said health. You go over here, and you can get extra star health right there too. And then now you're up to 30, basically. So there's that to look at. Now on to the end of the stage. Here we go.
Well, here we are.
I don't see them here. Well, party is such sweet sorrow and all that other jazz, but I don't really need you here anymore. So you better skedaddle. Well, why are you just standing there? I said scram! This castle is mine! I knew it. You are after my treasure. This is my castle. Did you hear me? Mine! No one else's! Alright, Baby Bowser. You want to fight? After all we've been through. Literally, like, can we just talk this out? No? Okay, that's fine. Alright. Boom. That was easy. Alright, we did it! Oh, no, okay. Just what are you doing to young Mr. Bowser? Allow me to help you, sire! Alright, here we go, I guess. If we can move along with the dialogue here.
How dare you treat past me like that? Now you've done it!
Well, here we go. The boss that took me 5 attempts. I know. So I kept taking damage. And here. Word of advice, just run underneath him when he jumps like that. And then, when he does that, just jump in a triangle. Or not in a triangle, but just jump in a diamond and then just, there you go. He does his cycle, like, of fireballs, like, in the amount of times, like, okay, he's on his 3rd phase now, so he's gonna do his thing now. Now, if he does that, you can just wait up there, and then hit him. Oh, well, that sucked. Just make sure you stay on the 2nd platform right there. Yep, there you go. He has the ability to grab that egg and chuck it at you. If he chucks that thing at you, yeah, that's an awesome attempt. I'm not gonna show that because I don't really have time for that. Maybe I can actually show it a little bit. I don't know if we have really time, but I don't think we do. Sir Bowser! Defeat is not an option! Sire! There's only one thing left to do! Hang on there! I got an idea! Just let me, hold on. Okay, Baby Bowser, you're gonna stay right there. Alright, there we go. You know, it would have been cool if we were able to fight Kamek too along with this, but I probably wouldn't want to after this point, because the hitbox on this boss is extremely annoying. It is. It actually is. It is. This boss was kind of fun to do, but at the same time, very frustrating. As you can see, the hitbox is crazy. So yeah, you have to aim for his arm / head. Yeah, so you aim for his head. You should be able to get that. Watch out up in the sky. If the other Yoshis are prone to getting attacked, I wouldn't worry about them. They're just there as like power in numbers, basically, to like throw extra eggs right there. So that was 4 eggs we threw at him so far. So I guess we can just count by 4 on how many eggs it takes to take down Giga Bowser. Or not Giga Bowser, but Giant Bowser. It's just like, okay, yeah, let's just have him throw. Alright, that's 8 now. That's 8 eggs now. I'm pretty sure Donkey Kong is the one that's throwing one of the eggs, because it turns into a bomb, basically. Yeah. Make sure you really pay attention. Yep. Nope. Okay. I was gonna say 12 right there, but nope, that 12 didn't happen there. Okay. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. Yeah, just wait right there for a second. And then move. And then... now we're there. There we go. That's 12 eggs now. Can we get up to 16 now? 16, baby! Let's go! Old enough to drive. Old enough to thrive through this boss now. Like, really counting there. Okay, now, yep, see that was my breaking point. I was like, alright, flip this. I'm getting out of here. Alright, move. You want to continuously keep moving. And then just make sure that big boulder is not prone to hitting you at all. And then just make sure, yeah, there you go. 20 eggs. We're at 20 eggs now. How many eggs does it take to take down Bowser? Jeez. Nope. Okay. Move, come on, move. He's literally flailing 3 fireballs now at once. It's kind of like, it is kind of like daunting in a way. So there's that. Okay, and that's 24. It took 24 eggs. Would have been funny if it took 25 eggs. If anybody got that joke. Yeah, there's an extra 4 now. I like how there's just like an overlay of the Yoshis just right there. So, here we go, I guess. Mark my words, you will pay very dearly for this in the future. Okay, old geezer. Okay, boomer. Wait, come back here! And then he proceeds to go with, okay. I honestly would just offer him a ride back to original Kamek, or at least present Kamek. Because where's he at in this situation? Like, I probably would kind of figured that out a little bit. Like, yo, like, actually, yeah, where is present? Where is the Kamek from this time frame? There goes Epstein's. Alright, sorry. Alright. I'm not gonna joke about it. I'm not gonna joke about it anymore. Alright, sorry. Look. Literal babies are being held captive here, okay? What else am I gonna joke about, okay? I'm sorry. The bravery of the Yoshis and the babies has once again saved the day. Sure, except for baby Luigi. But, alright. The storks will take the babies back to their homes. 3 cheers for Yoshi and the stork. Now let's go back home so these babies can sleep in their own cribs tonight. Let's hope so. I like how Baby Mario and Baby Luigi, like, they're able to, like, you know, just like they have their hand poking out of the whatever you call those things that carry the babies. Time trial mode unlocked. That probably would be in the secret course unlocked, extra course unlocked. So yeah, we'll look at those, we'll look at the secret ones next episode, in the bonus episode. But yeah. Anyways, they're bringing all the babies home for sure, and then yeah, that's gonna be quite a that's gonna be quite a explanation for sure on how these babies were just like pretty much just kidnapped in general. And yeah, I don't know. I'm gonna be honest with you here. Like, yeah, that's really it. In general, or at least with this game, yeah, this game, it was kind of, yeah, I don't know. This game was something. I had fun with it. I had frustration with it for sure. And I don't know. I'm just really like, I also am curious on like, if we rescue Baby Luigi at this point, what would Baby Luigi's like ability be? I actually wondered that one. I wonder about that one. So yeah, now that all the babies are sent back home, all safe and sound. Baby DK gets to go back to his home. Baby Peach gets sent back to her castle. And then I wonder whose castle it was prior to this. That's what I want to know, actually. Who are technically her parents? Quote unquote parents. Ha! Baby Mario's like, this is my bed tonight. Yeah, baby. Shiny. My precious, my shiny. You know, Wario would be like that gremlin from frickin' Game of... He would be. It's like, my precious shinies. I like money. He's like, like... Yeah, get knocked out of the sky, Baby Bowser. You don't need to go back into the future with these guys. These guys are going back to the future. You need to just go back, actually. Yeah, you just need to go... Because they're going back to the future. And, I feel like there should be a lot more toadies holding Bowser. I don't think Bowser's that light. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't think the toadies can lift them. And Baby Wario's like, ah! And the stork is just watching over Baby Wario. It's like, alright, well, where are we sending this boat to? That was very nice of the stork to just stay and then just watch Baby Wario. He's like, oh, flip. Baby Bowser's there. And they're arguing over the treasure again. That makes a lot of sense.
What are you doing with my money? That's my money. It's mine money now. It's mine now. I found it fair and square. No, it's mine. I inherited in this. This is my money. No, this is mine. No, it's mine.
A star shines above each of the babies' heads. You have Baby Peach, Baby Luigi, Baby Mario, Baby DK, Baby Wario, and Baby Bowser. Wow, Baby Bowser too. Baby Mario, Baby Luigi, Baby Peach, Baby DK, Baby Wario, and even Baby Bowser all have one. Crazy, ain't it? Wait a second, there are 6 babies, but weren't there 7 stars? Well, I guess you guys can guess who the 7th baby is, who is, quote-unquote, the youngest, because, well, just hatching out his egg in this time period, while the tykes are, like, months old already, probably about a year old now, is... Baby Yoshi. There's the 7th star children. Or there's the 7th star child. Wonder what it would have been like to have baby Yoshi. Just like have baby Yoshi on our backs. He'll have like the abilities of all of the babies. Like there you go. Like that's your reward. Baby Yoshi's now. So we're not done here yet. We still gotta do 5-E. So let's see what this stage is. Quit it already, tapped. Oh, tap. Why tap? Well. So I can't begin to fathom about this stage. Okay? First of all, 2 coins right there, okay? You don't need to grab every single coin, okay? Just go for the coins that I'm aiming for right now, okay? Just happen to grab them, yeah. That one, there you go. That's the 3rd one. Just pay attention here, okay? Really, pay attention here, okay? Alright. You can go on the top if you want it, but then go on the bottom of this one. So yeah, that's 4. And then make sure you jump right here. Don't, then, I mean, you can try again if you really want to, but you should have 5 red coins and 1 flower at this point. Very risky business with the amount of flowers at this point, right? So next up is Baby Peach to be used. Sorry, Baby DK, you're probably not going to be used at all on this stage. The wind is not... The wind. I mean, the wind is the wind, but they're also being changed by a tap. There you go. There he is. That's our 9th one right there. Our 10th one is right there. That's our 10th one. So I'll be showing you the 10th one. I actually just make it, hopefully. I think. If it's just perfectly, let's just cut right there, hopefully. Let's just hope so. Go. That was 9. That's 10. And then you should have 10. When you get up to the door, just press up right away, okay? I can't fathom how long I had to pause that first, because I was like, oh my gosh, I almost just had a panic attack right there. Actually, I didn't have a panic attack. I wasn't even close to that. I was just like shocked. I was just absolutely shocked. Alright. But yeah, here's Tap Taps. Here they are. So this is going to be extended for quite a while now. This is where the extra... Yeah. I'm as guilty as charged and where the extra minutes play. So, yeah. There's that. There's Tap Taps. That's pretty much the name of the game here. You're just doing Tap Taps. Ground pounding here, just hold up as soon as you ground pound. Just go everything hat and then hold up. There you go. Okay. I don't think you have to hold up, but yeah, I probably would recommend if you did. But like, yeah, there you go. So yeah, there's that to look at. If you have eggs going into the stage, I would highly recommend you having them if you could, because I think it's one of those like you have to like kind of just like really just like move along with this. Yeah, I think I died this attempt unfortunately because I just suck at the game. Unfortunately, but that's just that with this game. And yeah, I don't know. I mean, you have the pink Tap Taps here that are just like willingly just falling off the cliffs to like piss you off even further. And so it's just like, yeah, we get it. Tap Taps, you tap 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 taps, and it's just annoying. They're indestructible. They're like one of those indestructible enemies that are just like you just can't get rid of them. They're like roaches basically. They're like the roaches of the Yoshi's Island. They're like the roaches. Annoyingly enough. There's the flower. So there's the third flower right there. So you're probably wondering where the fourth one is and how many red coins you need to get into the next area. Don't worry. And if you take damage in this area too, just try not to get past 20. If you get past 20, I think you're screwed. Actually. Straight up. I would just... If you get past the 20 health mark, heck... If you get past the 20 health mark before the next checkpoint, because there is one more checkpoint, and yeah, gracefully, thank God. So this makes, where does this sit at for the hardest stage at? This is number 2 on the list. Number 1-E still takes the cake on being the hardest extra level in this game. So yeah, this is number 2. The beginning of the stage is very intimidating, and then the rest of the stage is more on like the, alright, patience is the key, because you have roaches you're dealing with. It's like tap, 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 tick tock, tick tock. I gotta be somewhere and stuff like that. And it's just like, yeah, I can see how that's annoying. I wish there was a way where I could jump cut this, but unfortunately there is. I think there's some useful ways on how to play this. Maybe there isn't. There is. I'm probably just gonna teleport now. Yeah, so. Probably could have jumped cut it there, actually. Yeah, actually probably could have just jumped cut it there. Oh, that sucks. But I at least, you know, I gotta show the deaths once in a while. I mean, it's just part of nature, the LP curves, and just some of the game, you know, it is what it is. Oh yeah, how many attempts did the final boss, like the final Bowser take me? It took me about 10 attempts. Yeah, I'm not exaggerating, that it legitimately did take me 10 attempts. So my best foot forward onto like getting all these coins. Just pay attention. I will leave a check mark, obviously, like okay, you should have this much. Moving on to the next area, obviously. So I don't know what else really I could say about the stage. So I guess I'll just go back to the topic at hand. On like power and numbers, on how beneficial that is, on how we could just take that for another example. If you are someone who doesn't like to stand for games being 80 bucks, 90 bucks, I think we should just, hey, let's just protest with our wallets. Not use them. Just simply like, you know what, I'm just not gonna buy this video game. Why? Because it's too freaking expensive. And that's how you can peacefully protest a number. Easily. That will get the companies that are selling these AAA games to beg and grovel on their feet and get on their knees and be like, please buy a game, lower the price. No! Well then, I guess we're not buying the game for you. Too flipping bad. Alright, this is like a lot of filler sense of trying to get that one spike over there, but who am I kidding? That tap just keeps coming and coming and coming. They just keep coming. Keep going the fuck out of me. Just go so annoying. There we go. Now we got ourselves our like, well, not challenge for the day, but we got ourselves what we actually need here to progress forward. We can actually just see what's over there to the left. I kind of want to just see what's to the left. That's the problem. I'm kind of just like looking around to see if there's like anything of value. I'm just like, that's kind of annoying to do. That's kind of hard to like, you know, try to grab the spikes. This is like lasting quite a long time. But yeah, if you want to protest with that, like, yeah, protest with that. I'd say, yeah, we're not doing enough as a society to like protest against these things that is pretty much just like, hey, I mean, look, we want things to be reasonably priced too. I get it. I mean, the economy is just like showing ways of like how it's bad in a way. And yeah, we are thriving in this way because a lot of things are actually costing the same price as they were like years ago, which is actually like a good thing. I mean, there was. I'm not gonna say what item it is because I don't want to set companies to raise the price. But there was an item that was like about like $5.58 if I buy 3 of said item, and 3 years later, after buying said items, it's still the same price. Ain't that crazy? Yeah, that can happen. That can happen. So yeah, just try not to get past. Try not to get past that threshold. Those tap-taps are just gonna keep piling up. They are just gonna keep piling up. They're like roaches if you don't. Whoa, there goes the extra, like, oh, that just came out of nowhere. Cool. I wonder what that... Alright. Can you grab that, please? Yeah, I'm keeping myself careful with this one. I don't want these guys to keep with everything they got. I think at this point I'm just trying to grab that coin up that's up there. There we go. Now we got it. So we're at 12 red coins at this point. You should have 12 red coins and then 3 This is so crazy, actually. They just keep going back and forth like that, and just keep going to flip out of me. Alright, and I'm just being extra cautious because I only have 25 now. I really don't want to screw myself even further over. So yeah, I didn't lose hope on having 25. It's fine. I have 25 like star points. In fact, okay, don't do what I'm about to do right now, because if you do, you're gonna screw yourself over. Okay, do that, but don't do that. You can permanently soft lock yourself doing this. You actually can. Which at that point, I would probably just I would just quit at that point. But we're gonna stay at this attempt because, by the grace of God, I somehow, well, I don't know. I'm not gonna pan over because I actually do grab the other coins. Excuse me. I do grab the other coins without grabbing the chain shot rock. So there's that. Down to 25 again. Yay! I'm excited. There are literal roaches here that are walking around. We have literal roaches. So I was like, you know what? Let's try to proceed without the freaking. Let's try to proceed without, the chain jump rock. So yeah, those coins are not necessary. You still have 12 red coins, I believe. You still have 12 red coins. Yep. Tap taps are kind of hard to avoid if you're, you don't have the chomp rock. Chomp rock is basically included, like pretty much required at this point. So I don't know what exactly. Oh boy. What is going on with the... Oh, yo, what the heck is going on with the... Alright, we have a lot of, like, just choppy frames here. I really am sorry here. I guess the game cannot handle the amount of roaches we have on the screen yet. Yeah, this stage is literally the... That is flipping annoying. So this is where we have fun. I can just die at this point because I was like, I'd rather just quit. So I'm like, okay, how do I quit this? Then that happened. I don't know how that even happened, but I'm just like, you know what? We're gonna go with this attempt. Let's roll with it. Because at this point, I was like, there was no way I had faith in being able to make it in this attempt. So, and there's taps there. And, yeah. I mean, that's the controversy I have for Discord. That's the controversy I have for, like, in terms of, like, okay, where are we going? Where should you go if you don't want to support Discord anymore? Honestly, I would just go to Steam. Go to Steam. Go to Valve. Valve is like probably one of the only platforms in this entire world that is like reasonably like okay, like yeah, information that needs to be like told is like just credit card information, like just like you're paying, and that's reasonable. It's like to pay for games and whatnot, right? Makes a lot of sense. The thing is, yeah, I don't know, for some reason I have some weird feeling about Steam that's just like, not that they're doing anything like completely wrong, it's just like, there's something about it, it's just like something's not gonna go right, that they are going to just screw themselves over a little bit, but I don't know what it would be quite yet. I'm not looking for a downfall for Valve at all. Like, I think Steam is great. Valve just knows what they're doing. Honestly, with how Discord has been treating everything, I think it's Discord. I was gonna say like Discord literally. What was it that they did? Discord literally said we're gonna cut ties with certain companies, which like okay, whatever, sure. But then they're like, oh, I'm so sorry about all this, blah blah blah. But they're still continuing to do what they're doing, which makes them compulsive liars, in my opinion. Because if you're sorry about something, like, then you're actually sorry about the action you did. You're admitting you're wrong. You're admitting what you're doing is wrong. You're going to like take yourself accountable to that. And so, if you're just gonna keep doing what you're doing, like, oh, I'm sorry, and then you just continue to break. Like, let's say like you apologize to one plate for breaking up, and then you just continue to break the plates. Is that how an apology is? No. So you're ready for a lot of edited footage here, because there is going to be quite a lot of edited footage here. Yeah, you should have 14 red coins at this point when you're grabbing them, because the rest of the stage, yeah, you should have 18 towards the end of the stage. So, like, yeah, it's just... About to reach your 16th one. I think I already... Well, actually, no. You should have 14 at this point because there is one more... You should have, like, one more, like... Yeah, sorry. I'm editing out all, like, the... Because it's... You already see me go through this part already. It's not like I just added extra power or anything like that. Go, we just go further down. Just keep up with me. We will get to the end of the video. Hopefully very soon. The goal is very soon. There is your... I believe that is my 16th one. If I'm not mistaken. If we're going to be really honest here, where our 16th red coin is going to be, it should be down at the bottom, like where I grabbed it earlier. So yeah, sorry. Why did I? Yeah. So this was shown because I decided to go a different path. Yeah, we have 16 red coins at this point. Yeah. Okay. So you go this way, go down. There you go. You want to go there. Just don't go over there. Don't try to... That's where you will get your 16th red coin. And... yeah, okay. So, thankfully I was able to keep all my health, because I was just, like, moving forward very cautiously on how the flip am I going to do this. It's pretty easy. Just don't move too much. Just stay on the set platform. Hit the tap with the egg. You know, I think I just figured out a way to get our health back. If you have enough eggs, well, I guess try to make a red one and hit that tap and you get star points back. Infinite star points, I guess, in a way, if you're next to an X spawner, but that's... But yeah, now you just have to go back this way, perfect. Left. Now, I decided to go down because I wanted to grab those. I think that's our... Nope. Okay, those are not necessary to grab. So I think there's another jump cut. I believe coming soon. Because, like, I'm not gonna just... There's number 17. Oh, nope, no jump cut. Okay. me showing that I have number 17 already. And we're gonna just keep going here because just no jump cut, okay? Don't know why I'll jump cut, but that's fine. I like jump cut on like all the other ones, but like except for this one. It's like, alright, here's another attempt. Move forward. Oh, that's why I decided to go back that way. Oh, that makes sense. Okay. I guess I gotta show you how I did it, right? You don't want to go on that top path. Instead, you want to go down there. Okay, you want to go down there. Go down to that bottom path, so that way you can land on the racing platform. There's a racing platform right there. I would recommend you throw like crazy with the eggs, so that way you can just avoid getting hit by any of these spikes. I'm surprised I actually didn't get hit by any of these, because I was like, this was like determining like a make or break situation for me. So yeah, and then that tap had to freaking annoy the heck out of me, and I was just like, yo, okay, we are getting very personal here. I don't like that you're in my personal space. You're in my no-no square. So then there's more. And I was like, okay, we have 20 now. We are like at the brink now. We're at the brink now. And I only have one egg left. So I was just like, let's just flip and move it and jump and boom. Closest play in the history. Because this next area took me like 3 attempts, actually. I'm not gonna lie. And I'm gonna just show you all 3 of them because I think you guys can relate to how my brain is working in this point of the stage. I'm not joking. We're at 297 right now. I think we end the stage at 295. So here we go. And here's the last bit of the stage. And the cart. Easy, right? Get away from the spike nose tap, the giant one. You have to literally do that a bunch of times. And without taking damage, too. Without taking damage, okay? Or if you're able to just take damage and then get Baby Mario back, it led me to an idea. It literally led me to an idea. So I go in the door, and I was like, what if I could just, possibly just cheese this? Like, okay, run away, just do this legitimately until, like, we get to a certain point. So I die again. So I was like, okay. Okay, that probably took me 4 attempts then. Never mind. Because this is literally raw footage at this point, and we're just giving you, like, basically, like, the raw instrument of it. So, okay, there we go. Just jump there. Wait. Then jump. Jump. 5 attempts, I guess. Okay, because I just died again. Okay, great. Since we're gonna go through. I know I said I was just gonna do raw footage at this point. I know. We're getting there, guys. We're getting there. We're getting to the end of the video. I know what you guys are thinking. Like, what the heck? Okay, so if I was able to do that, I was like, wait a minute. Okay, let's go for a minecart ride. Let's just go for another ride then, right? Go underneath, and then you go underneath again. Go underneath. You have to do it legitimately, just jump off of that, and then the spike nose would have hit that. So my thought was, okay, why not just try to flutter jump underneath, and then things would be fine. Except I screwed up there. I absolutely screwed up there. I actually could have gotten it in that attempt, actually. Maybe not, actually. Probably not, to be honest. So, last and final attempt, I was like, okay, let's see if I can replicate this. No shot, I'm not even kidding you. Like, no shot I was able to replicate it. The same exact thing I did. Okay, maybe not in this one. But in the next attempt, we do. Okay, I'm sorry. Like, very bad gameplay there. 292 now. We're at 292. Run like heck. Run like Bloody Mary. Spool the flip on. There we go. So yeah, keep following the spike. Keep following him, and then he'll eliminate that. And then, there you go! You got yourselves the 1-up and the flower! Boom! Now, what do we have now? Let's get out of here! There you go! Nah, no bonus stage. But I decided to do a bonus one for myself, just for being able to do this. And I think that will... Yeah. That's the stage. That will conclude this episode. I am so sorry that this video lasted super long, but that's the basic gist of it. Next episode, we will be using Black Yoshi to go through some secret stages. We have 5 more to go through, so I don't think we really need to put you through that in this video. So, with that being said, don't forget to shine bright and stay bright.